What's up, Union? Welcome back to another episode of Pod the Union, and I am your host, Rao Ratnam, and I have two retired R6 players. And if you don't know what R6 is, that's Rainbow Six Siege players here today. One is Heshan, he goes as Blank, and one is Gihan, and he goes as... What do you go as? Skeleton Key? No.
He goes as Jay Sus. Man, super sus.
Nah, it's okay. It's just Jay.
Okay, let's go with Jay then. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here today on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, man.
Jay, I know for a fact that you're not in the country. Where are you now?
Right now, I am living in Dubai with my family.
Okay, how's that going?
It's actually pretty. It's good. Yeah, it's not as like the Corona scene back in Sri Lanka. It's pretty good there. Like in Sri Lanka, I heard like it's like really bad right now. I mean, I hope you guys stay safe. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Hey, Sam, whereabout are you from? Not as far as Kurunagala, right? Because I mean, those guys probably don't have internet and stuff like that.
That's a pretty big thing, It's a big accusation too. But
yeah, I mean, guys, by the way, don't get offended by this. It's just an inside joke, shooting at our producer Kai because he's from Kurunagala, so give him a little bit of help. But yeah.
So I'm from Ragama, so obviously inside Sri Lanka, but not as not like far away. But yeah. So.
Okay. I want to ask you guys, what made you guys get into competitive R6?
So I'll start it off.
Yeah.
So for me, it was so I used to play some other game called Ghost Recon Phantoms in the beginning.
Okay.
So I played that game for like I think 4 to 5 years, and then I met a friend through that game. He actually bought me Rainbow Six Siege. So like he wanted me to come to that game because the other game was dying. So Ghost Recon Phantoms is like dead now. So basically, he like took me to this game. And then I started playing it, and then like I played for like a while, like a whole while, and then I actually liked the game. So
so would you call yourself a Tom Clancy fan because you went from like Ghost Recon to like Rainbow Six?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
yes.
Damn. Okay. Jay, what got you into competitive?
I mean, listening to Blank here, like that's a pretty big step up, isn't it? Blank from Ghost Recon Phantoms. Has anyone even heard of that?
Come on,
Raoul, have you heard of that?
To be honest, I'm not siding with anyone in this, but I haven't heard of it.
Okay. Right.
But the OGs knows the game. Okay, it's basically the online version of the Ghost Recon Future Soldier, but like it's a 8 versus 8.
That game I know. Yeah.
Yeah. See, gotcha.
So so I guess we are not OG then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so guys, for all of you who don't know this podcast, I feel like it's going to get really heated at some point in this episode because these two have been going at each other since the start, like before we even like started recording. So they have plans to undercut each other on this podcast, and I'm a bit concerned about that. I'm not going to lie. So let's see how it goes. But Jay, you still have to let us know what made you get into.
So as for me, I started off playing CS 1.6, and then eventually moved up, and Steam came around. We all hopped on CS:GO, and I was playing really competitively with like a good team. And then even there, I had made this team called L2K, which like. I mean, all my friends know about it. We even if like so basically, if they later move on to another game, like let's say like, Overwatch or like, Dota or whatever, they go make a team there. Their name would be L2K. So we weren't trying to be a clan or anything, right?
Right.
But it's just that they were always taking a part for like, from our team, they would take it there and stuff like that
and spread it into another game.
Mm-hmm. So exactly right. When I stopped playing CS:GO competitively, I just got a hold of this new game that was popping up. It was called Rainbow Six. So I came over here and I was playing by myself. And then one day, I met a player called Fatals, right?
Okay.
And he and I, we was playing, and then we decided to, make a team, right?
Right.
And then, yeah, so apparently we were both really getting good at it, and it was just start of the, what do you call it?
The journey.
The first few seasons, yeah, the journey, the first few seasons of the game, and everybody was kind of new to the game, I guess.
Okay.
There were veteran players like Blank here. Yeah, there was veteran players like Blank here who was already in it. I mean, we had no idea about because we didn't know who other the the
operators and
Sri Lanka. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Actually, we learned all that quick. The thing about Rainbow Six Siege, it has a huge learning curve, but
Right,
there are
yeah.
some people who like if you actually keep playing it, you might just like get it just like that,
instantly. Yeah.
But there are the players who has to play. They have to play for months and months, and then eventually they'll get it. I mean,
So would you
how the
say
game
that's a
works.
bit of a tedious thing to do because you there would have been talent that was uninterested in the game because of the big learning curve?
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
Definitely, yeah. Like I have seen people with like really good aim just because they can't get with the operators and what they
And the
do, the
technicalities of it.
abilities. Exactly. Just because they can't get with it, they would stop playing. I personally had a good friend of mine play the game. Uh, he's hyper. I'm sure Blank would know. He was really good, like at shooting and popping heads, but he couldn't actually get into the game because he didn't want to mess with the
Technicalities
the
of it.
abilities. Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So
even
there's
in a
like
game
fire
like
cutting and stuff like that, if I'm correct, right?
exactly, even like if you check out Shroud play Rainbow Six Siege, right? He would be really good with his aim, but when it comes to the other stuff, like everything else you can do in the game, like like pre-placing C4s or whatever like that. Even a player with lower skill than him, with like aiming wise, could beat him easily. That's the thing
Now
about
that you
Rainbow.
mentioned it, Hyper is actually way better than most of the like people who have played the game for so many years. Like aim wise, he's just so good. We just have to like teach him the callouts and all, like where the enemy is coming from and all that. And like Shroud recently played Siege like for the first time. Not like recently, but he did play. When he played, he just literally like killed everyone. Basically, just aim wise. Like
Okay.
I have no idea how he did that. Like he only played the beta. Like after the beta, he just played the game like after like 4 to 5 years. So it's just
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah. How long
So,
has this game been out for?
I think it's almost 6 years. 6 years or 6 years now. I'm not
Really?
sure.
Okay, because
Yeah.
for me, R6 came into my spotlight or my headlight because I'm not an OG, mind you, like you pointed out earlier.
The
Like
game
a
was made
couple of
in
years ago.
2015. The game was made in 2015. So like
Okay.
it came out. So like there was a beta version. So that's how they like started it.
Okay. But it really caught up like 2 years ago on like social media and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys playing from back then or were you guys playing very recently?
I actually started in the season 1. So like
Okay.
year
Back in
year ones,
2015.
I think 2016.
Okay.
Because 2015 was the beta, right?
Right.
And then
Okay.
like they started off with 2016 if I'm
16.
correct. Like I can't remember, yeah. So
Okay.
like I started in the first season itself, but like I didn't play the game a lot. But then like in season 2 only, like I started playing properly.
Okay. And then Jay, you said by the time Blank was already veteran and all that. So how long, what year did you get into R6?
That I can't really say for sure, but maybe Blank could answer that for me. Blank, I started in Velvet Shell last week of Velvet Shell, actually. Does that ring a bell? When was that?
I think we might have lost Blank.
I
Nope,
came
Blank
back.
is here.
Yeah, welcome to Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Ladies and gentlemen, where we have, connection issues. It's a daily
Yeah.
thing. For
Are you on
gamers.
SLT?
Yeah, I'm actually using fiber, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, Blank?
So yeah, I heard the question. So you said, wait, can you repeat it?
Velvet Shell, last week of Velvet Shell. When do you
So
think
you
that
came in Velvet Shell.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I think I have done like
Velvet Shell was like the 4th season, right?
No, 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 no. So first was Black Eyes, then second was Dustline, third was Skull Rain, and then fourth was Red Crow,
Oh my
and then
goodness.
fifth was Operation Health, then Velvet Shell. If
No, no,
I'm
no, no.
correct.
Health was after Overshot.
Okay, then yeah. So the fifth was Velvet Shell then.
Okay, so fifth season, and you have been there for 5 seasons. Okay, so you
Yeah,
see
so
the
that
you see
makes
the
it.
difference
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. So
All
fun
right.
fact, I'll tell you, right? I'll tell you. So
How we met?
they
No, no thanks.
yes, 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 yes. It has to be there. It's the OG thing, you know. That's what that's what defines us. So the funny thing is, so these buggers had a team called L2K. Okay, so back
Yeah.
then when I played the game, I have never met a Sri Lankan player, like never. So like I used to play with Indian players and those Pakistani players and Bangladeshi players.
He was
Right.
Indian.
So
He was considered Indian at that point. Okay.
no, 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 no. I was actually considered hybrid, like basically like Bangladeshi and Indian. I
Yeah.
actually used to just swear
We
in
didn't
their
even know
language
about
and
this guy,
all.
right?
Yeah, that's because like whenever I go into a game, I troll as well. Like I just freaking
Just act.
swear in their
Yeah.
language. Yeah, it was so fun back then because nobody actually knew me, right? But then so I started like competitive back then. So like we used to play like those days we call it clan matches, basically like two teams clashing, right? Like scrims and all.
Right. Yeah.
So I was in a team called Vector Sports, and then I actually played against these buggers, okay, like the
Right.
L2K roster, and I just literally just hammered the hell out of them, and then they realized, I mean, like I typed something in Sinhala, like in the chat, like as
Right.
a joke. I didn't expect them to be Sinhala at that point, okay?
Yeah.
And then they replied in Sinhala, and then I was like, what? And then only I realized, oh shit, something's going on there. And then I like contacted them, and then we started playing, and then we just got close, and yeah, ever since
Okay.
then,
Yeah.
yeah,
Vibing from there onwards.
yes, hella vibing a lot.
Yeah, yeah. About you wrecking us in our defense, that was like one of our first tournaments. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So we closed that gap quick. Okay. We caught up to you. Okay. So let's just leave that at that.
Wait, so you're saying you have caught up to me?
Not right now, obviously, but we
I
did
mean,
catch up to you.
back then.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think so. Nah.
The team wise, we played really well.
No. I'm talking about game sense wise. Come on. Come on. Come
This
on.
guy, game
Come
sense?
on. Come
Excuse
on.
I'm gonna move us away from this topic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. I want to
We're gonna
ask you
continue.
guys, what was your rank when y'all retired from R6 competitive?
Last season I stopped playing. It was Diamond, and then I was like, that's it for me.
Okay.
Diamond was the highest rank when at that point. But this guy, I would say he goes Diamond every single season. So
Okay.
But then,
it's his usual thing.
do you know I went champion as well?
No,
I think you saw the.
yeah.
Is
I think you
champion
saw
higher
the-
than Diamond?
So
yeah.
champion was a new rank they introduced for like the top tier players where they can represent their actual so they get an individual number. When you
Okay,
go to that
right.
rank, you get a number.
Basically,
on your
it's like
rank.
a leaderboard.
Right. Okay. Because in Apex you have Apex Predators, and Predators get their
Exactly,
numbers.
something like that.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. Congratulations on that. But you're now retired.
Thank you. Yeah, we both are. Sort of.
I like how
this
you
guy's gonna
said,
get back.
retired. You want to emphasize on.
So the thing is, actually, now only the Sage competitive scene in the Southeast Asian region is popping. But then, like,
Okay.
the viewership is a bit bad. I won't lie
Okay.
about it, obviously. But like now only like we have tournaments to play and all that. So like back then there were like literally no tournaments in Southeast Asian region, and then like we couldn't even play ESL tournaments. So now we
Okay.
have like weekly tournaments where the Gopher is a thing. So Gopher is like the weekly cup, like
Okay.
which ESL organizes. But back then we didn't have any of those. So imagine like I played a game for like I don't know, like 3 to 4 years, even those buggers. Like we didn't have like a single tournament. And even if there are tournaments, those tournaments are only like allowed for Indians to play on, or like for Bangladesh people. So
it's
like it
region
was like
locked,
that,
yes.
yeah, region
Like
locked.
Kodi region, yeah.
So, but like now it's actually popping off. But at the same time, like I'm actually like retired already, because I have to like complete my degree and all that. So
Okay.
like I have to focus on my education and stuff.
So
So like
what is
I'm
what
doing
is the
like an
degree you're
internship.
following?
So I'm actually a Bachelor of Business Administration in
Okay.
management. So yeah.
Where at?
In ANC, Colombo,
Oh,
American
okay.
National College.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
yeah.
you
The
have
ganja
heard it,
spot.
yeah.
Right, right. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I can't say anything about it. I might get sued. I
You
might
can't,
get sued.
you can't deny it also. So
Okay. Moving on to the next question,
I
please.
mean, I have friends from ANC, right? Because I play
Yeah.
basketball. So like we meet
Yeah.
all the teams and we have friends. So I know a lot about ANC. So it's okay. Moving on.
Yes. Yes.
I have a question for you guys. What was the streamer, if you all had a streamer that you all looked up to when you all were first getting into the game? I'm pretty sure.
I want Jay to go first on this.
Okay.
A streamer as in a competitive player, or who actually guides people with like the game or whatever?
Either one. Whichever one was your most favorite.
Blank. I don't actually. I don't even remember the name anymore, because like that person isn't posting anymore because he's not with us. But do you remember the YouTuber who was like, was it some cat something, right? They were posting like tips and tricks all about like our new updates and what's coming with the updates. That person actually committed
Isaac.
yeah, that person
Yes,
committed
yes, yes.
suicide. It was so sad. That is
Okay.
one of the people I actually looked up to, because I mean that person was like a really happy person, right? But I mean, you never know what people are going through, no matter
Yeah.
what they show you. So yeah, that Isaac was one of my role models in Rainbow Six Siege, I guess.
He was
Okay.
actually good, not gonna lie, because he was like one of those YouTube content creators who were like respected, because
Okay.
like the amount of work they have put
Work
into
they
the game.
put into the videos and all that.
Yep. So like they were like the
Okay.
OG creators, like who made Siege videos, But then
what made him, if it's not too much of a personal question, like what made him, like, do you all know what happened?
No.
The family never disclosed that, but
Okay. Sorry to hear about that. That's really sad, dude.
But then about me, I think it was Kickstar. Yeah, Kickstar back in the day. Yes, Kickstar was the OG player. Yes,
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yep. So basically, he's a commentator now, like a caster now. But
Okay,
like
for
back in the
Rainbow
day,
Six?
yeah, he's like the most famous caster, I'd say, because
Damn,
he
okay.
actually started the game like as a competitive player, and then he
Right.
retired and he went through casting, and also he's
It was
like
such
one
a
of
waste.
those-
He was such a good player, right?
Yeah, exactly. He was actually the best player at the time. Like I'm not
Okay.
even kidding. He was so
Like
good.
world rank 1.
Yeah.
Even that, I don't
don't
think anyone could be compared to him. How good he was.
Yeah, the thing
Okay,
is
but
like he's
I want
overall
to
good.
catch on a very key word that you said there. It's a waste of talent because he retired being who he was. Wouldn't how would y'all feel being at your standing to be retired players? Do y'all feel like it was a waste of talent to retire? Or do you feel like y'all are satisfied with your decision
I
to
mean,
retire?
it comes down to how you feel about the game. If one day you wake up and decide, okay, this is not for me,
Okay.
retiring is the option,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll tell you about it. So like when you take competitive, right? So it depends, because you might actually play games to enjoy, but then at the
Right.
same time
Exactly.
when you're playing competitive, that means you are going like you are trying to have a career out of gaming, right? Like a career. So like when you play competitive, it's just a lot. I mean, you could just play competitive for fun. Like you could just mess around with your teammates, just have fun, play tournaments just for the sake. But then like when you want to, like go through that lane, right? You have to like commit to it. So imagine like committing to a game, but then like it's Sri Lanka, right? Like it's not like up to that level yet.
Feasible. Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
in Sri Lanka, like in abroad, like obviously I have seen like they like put their like effort towards it, but in Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
like it's not there yet. So like I don't know, like education is also a thing, so that's why like
Of course, definitely. What would you guys say were the preparations you guys had to make physically and mentally to be at your level competing?
Honestly, it was
uh,
just commitment to the team, I would say.
yes.
Okay. So how many times a week did you guys practice?
Uh, 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 uh.
Actually, we so how it was, we say whenever we can't do it, and
Okay.
but every single day we did. We had
Okay.
it was
Practice.
after what, like 6, 7, like we all
I
come
think so,
together,
yeah.
start playing. Whoever has
Yeah,
classes, they're done by then. They're at home, they're relaxing. We had
yeah.
times like that, but
But then,
mostly the only thing we had to really do was tolerate blank. That's about it. Everything else was okay.
yeah.
Okay. Would
Uh,
you like to elaborate on that? Because I want to like have some elaboration for the podcast, you know?
All
oh
right,
God.
so blank right here, right?
I think it's about time that I dip.
He likes to rage, right? A
Right.
lot,
Yes.
Okay.
and especially on his teammates. Okay, sure. Like the enemy team, right? They get this guy, but you know who puts his anger out on? The teammates. What did they do?
Right.
They're just holding
Yo,
side.
yeah.
You're
See, see,
roaming.
see, see. About that. That was way back then, okay? Now you should see me
Are you
like,
saying you're a changed man?
trust me, I have a lot. Like, ask from all those OG players now. Bro, they play with me now. They play rank with me. Back then, y'all didn't even like play rank with me because at one point I figured, oh shit, it's my bad. I'm like basically pushing the people I have like away because I'm basically being a bad person. I mean,
Yeah.
no, the thing is, raging is fine. I'd say raging is fine. But then you should rage not at your teammates. That's what I learned from my mistakes. Obviously, we do mistakes. We are
Yeah. You
human.
can't be toxic
Yeah,
at like yeah.
yeah. See, also I have an excuse to towards it as well, Jay. So in Siege, basically it's a strategizing game, right? Basically, like when it comes to competitive, you need like you could win a round or two, basically just rush into the side, just getting gun frags. But then mostly that game is depending on strategies you make, like holding angles, holding crossfires, like intel, like callouts and all that. So when you play that game, right, when like the in-game leader tells you to do something and when they don't follow it, it gets frustrated to the in-game leader.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know because I think Jay also did for a while and then Fatals did. So, but then I was the entry fragger at the time. So when I do entry frag, that means I can't see like half of what we do because I'm like what I focus on is to get frags. Basically, people drawn for me. I go inside, I get the frags, get one or two picks. So that was my plan because that was my role. But then I'm doing that, and at the same time I was IGLing. So basically, I
Right.
can't see half what they do. So that's why like I get frustrated because I think they are doing the plan. I think we are going according to the plan, but
Exactly.
one guy might fail. So then like I just don't know. So basically like I got so much frustrated because like I was like trying my best, but then I should have just given it to someone else, or I should have changed my role. So that's the mistake I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
then later on, Blank, do you remember that you actually switched your position and you let someone else do it while you were in the
yeah,
back?
yeah.
Yeah, that worked out
And
perfectly, right?
then only like we went to all those tournaments because
Mm-hmm.
like I figured out my mistakes and y'all did yours, and then like we just came in like so like smoothly. So
Okay.
yeah.
What would be your most memorable memories from your careers together?
Going up.
For me, it would be that one time where like it was actually when we were signed up with Union Gaming. We
Okay.
we decided to okay, so it was in the final few rounds, and it was overtime too, I think. One of the enemy teams, like it's a very crucial tournament that we needed to win.
Okay.
And in the final few rounds, one of the enemy team, that one of the players actually had a timeout, right? I mean, he timed out. He was not in the game, so it was 4v5, right?
Okay.
We did what any sportsman team would do, and we gave them our timeout because they didn't have any timeouts left, right?
Okay.
I know we are
So, because
going.
they couldn't take a timeout because if they like their timeouts are over, so we
Yeah.
gave our, which we didn't need. We were like, it's okay, take us, it's all good, right? We weren't being confident and being like, okay, even if you have 5 guys, we're still gonna win.
Yeah,
We
it's
didn't do
just
that.
sportsmanship.
Yes, exactly. And guess what happened? They came back with, I don't know, man.
Everything they got.
No. One thing you left out. So basically, it was a 5v4, right? In favor of us. So basically, we were
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot.
Then the bugger from the opponent side came into the game, and
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of our teammates gone. He got
Oh.
disconnected. Yeah, and then they didn't give us a rehost, and we didn't have our rehost because we used it for them.
Yeah.
And then we played 4v5 and we lost the whole match.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Speaking about the memorable moment, this is like the OGS moment ever, like I have
Okay.
done. So in Sri Lanka, there was like a LAN tournament, not like a big one. Obviously, in a cafe in Maradana, like there was a LAN tournament organized, and
Yeah.
then I went there. So the thing is, that's the first day I met the Infenso boys. Like they are also in L2K now, but like back then they were in Infenso. So I went that day. So basically, the before night I was so drunk, I was hammered. Okay.
Nice.
So
I love those stories.
and then I just went there and I was so like I had a headache and I was so sleepy. I went into the area, like the cafe, and then I just slept there. Like I didn't care. I haven't even met those buggers before as well. So like I have spoken to them, but not in person.
Not in
No,
person. Yeah.
I went there and I slept. So basically, like I'm supposed to have a gaming tournament right now, and I just slept. And then I was like, okay, I'm just like I didn't realize I'm sleeping as well. And then they came up to me, and then they tapped at me, and
Yeah.
then I woke up and I was like, wait, what's going on? Who are these people? And then only I realized, oh, those are the buggers I was supposed to play with. And then I was like, okay, fine. And then like we started playing, okay, so the tournament. And then tournament finals came, like we won all the matches and the finals came. And so there was a guy called Teddy. So you know Teddy, right?
Yeah.
So Teddy was there in the opponent side. So it's a LAN tournament, right? The pieces are aligned with each other, so you can
really
see the
heated.
enemies.
Yeah.
Yes. So trust me, it was so fun because I was in the middle and I had 2 buggers like in the both sides. I think one in right and something. Somehow Teddy was in the opponent. I actually know him from the game, but like that was also the first time I met him. I
Right.
trash talked him so hard during the game. Like I could see his face and it was so fun. I don't know. So basically I just type in the whole chat saying, Teddy mandiya balapang, Teddy podda kuda balapang, Teddy podda munusannako sudu. And then I just look at him. And then he got frustrated. We won because of that only. Like
Because it's Mandale. Yeah.
Mandale went fully kachal.
So
I
when
don't
we
know
were.
I don't know if this
Yeah.
part is true, but apparently there was a bunch of guys who wanted to beat up Blanca. And
Oh
then
yeah. Actually, that was true. But like, obviously, they couldn't. They couldn't. But like, they were so frustrated after they lost because I was basically like, having
Trash
fun,
talking.
right?
he
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
being himself.
But
He
like,
didn't mean anything bad.
yeah. But like, no, that's how competitive is.
Yeah,
That's how
that
it
is.
should be.
Yeah, exactly. Can you tell me about the tattoo on your arm, on your hand that you have there?
This one.
Yeah.
So basically, this is like a Greek stylish tattoo. However,
Quickly,
these
man,
are
come up with the story. Come on.
no. So
I know none
basically,
of your
these
tattoos
are
have meaning.
no, I actually do. So these are like olive leaves. So olive leaves
Okay.
are basically considered like for peace.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
this is like basically like a H, if you can see
Okay.
it. Where's my camera? Wait, I forgot. Okay, it's here. So this is like
Yeah.
a H designed
Okay.
in like a Greek way, but like it's not a H obviously in Greek symbols, but like I created it. So basically I got this tattoo saying like I have like peace within myself, like
Right. Okay.
yeah.
I like that because it looks at first glance it looks a lot like the Star Wars Rebellion insignia, right?
Oh
I was
yes,
like,
I
are
was
you a
so
Star Wars
rebellious.
fan?
No. Okay, no
You
offense
have
to all the
peace
Star
within
Wars
yourself.
fans. I mean, I made peace within myself, if
Okay.
that makes sense. Yeah.
By the way,
But
Blank, do you
then,
play with your rings? Is it?
this is my left hand, no?
Yeah, even on the
Keyboard.
keyboard, isn't it weird?
Not
Not
really.
really. I mean I play with this big
No, the thing is, my fingers
the
are long
mouse.
enough, right? My fingers are really long.
That's what she said.
So...
She might have actually said that. With Blank, you never know. So
She did say that. I can't deny that. Those are straight up facts. Anyways,
Okay.
moving on.
Yes, let's move on. So since you guys have retired, I want to ask you guys what you both think of the current state of the game and the matchmaking. I heard there's hackers. I heard there's a lot of issues like Warzone right now. There's a lot of hackers as well. People are moving out of Warzone into other games like Apex. What do you guys think of the current situation? Is the game dying?
I want Jay to go on it first because he retired some time back, right? So I want to see like how he saw the game afterwards.
Rainbow Six, right? So
yeah,
Pro League wise, I don't think so. I don't think it'll die for a long time. But local scene, it might as well, but because there's not much going on, and a lot of local tournaments are being focused on like mobile side, right? So maybe not as much in the local scene, but like internationally for sure, because there's so much things coming up. I think so. I mean, maybe Blank could tell us about that.
But before we get to Blank, would you say that the whole local scene moving into mobile gaming is more because of the whole COVID situation, or do you think that's just inevitably what happened?
A mobile phone is very accessible. Everybody has it, right? And like a lot of good flagship phones are like available, and there's cheap ones as well that you can easily get to. So I think that is why there are like the gaming community in the mobile side is like growing.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
How
personally,
would you guys...
I don't play any mobile games because I don't have a good phone. So
okay, but how would you guys consider mobile gamers? Like, do you all consider them equal, or is there a bit of a friction?
I mean,
so for me, it depends because I actually had a phase where I stopped playing Siege for a while. If Jay can remember it. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't play for 3 seasons like properly.
Like like how you're currently retired, yeah.
No. It was some
retiring is the thing. It's a phase thing.
No, bro. This time the retirement obviously because of studies and the internship. But back then it was due to some reason, teenage reason. But yeah, I started playing PUBG Mobile. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did, and I actually enjoyed it. Okay. I enjoyed it because basically the PUBG Mobile I played the emulator, so I was just wrecking noobs who are using the
phone.
Yeah. It do. But like I don't know. See, the thing is, the competitive scene for mobile gamers, I understand it. It's good because I mean throughout the COVID, yeah, that's a new side to
avenue, yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't know. At the same time, they should, focus on games like Siege, CS:GO, Valorant. I mean, in Sri Lanka, okay, you can say there can be tournaments once in a while, or like I don't know, like twice in a year or thrice. Yeah. But then, like, what I don't get is that for like games such as PUBG Mobile, Clash of Clans, and all that mobile gamers, bro, they have like such a like high price pool as well. But like we just don't have it. I mean, I'm not I'm not complaining about it.
Playing, yeah, it was the same. Yeah,
I'm not complaining about it. I'm definitely not. But like, what I don't get is when they organize those big tournaments in Sri Lanka, they should actually treat those players as well, because like they are putting the work. Because obviously like playing a game in computer, and the game is a strategizing game, not only shooting. It's a strategizing game. They should,
that's it.
like respect the players who put the work, into the game,
into it, time and
because
effort into it.
yeah, they're trying their best to make a career out of it. And when they, when they don't get treated like, those international tournaments, like when they can't stand out for themselves in Sri Lanka itself, like they get demotivated, right? Because like obviously like there should be like a prize pool that goes same. I'm saying this, that should go same for those organizations as well. So I'm saying it because I can say it. So UG was one of the first organizations to pay for the roster, like for competitive. So like most of those organizations, they don't do that. Like they sign contracts but they don't pay. Like
and they promise you money but they don't give.
Exactly. They should change those, because like in order for you to upgrade the esports scene in Sri Lanka, you just need to do those. That's how you can upgrade, because then only the the kids, like the teenagers and all those gamers, they will get motivated to earn out of it. The way we learned it, we played games for like almost our lives. I can say, like Jay said, he started off with a 1.6, right, CS:GO. So that was like back in the day. I don't know, like 2000 what the game was. I don't know. You played it? Yeah, say 2005. I was 5 years old back then. So like I started playing games when I was like, I don't know, like 9 years old or something. So that's what.
Okay.
Like they should just respect it.
I started gaming when I was 6, so I've been playing for the last 22 years, dude.
Okay, if you're talking about Mario and yes, okay, fine. Me too.
Like Commandos, Age of Empires, like
Contra, Sonic.
I was playing Contra and Duck Hunt back then, bro.
Oh, Duck Hunter was fun. Where you shoot the duck and the dog goes and gets the bloody thing and comes back. But what I hated the most last year was like when you swipe on Tinder and you get these new profiles of these girls and they say they have a tag called gamer. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Don't put that. Just because you play Clash of Clans or you play PUBG right now in COVID situation, in lockdown, because you have nothing else to do, you're not a gamer. Okay, you might play that like once or twice. Please don't call yourself a gamer, please. Okay, we have put in like hours and hours, right?
Yeah. So that is why I'm saying like mobile players and PC players, they can't really be compared. But then again, let's think about this. Any mobile gamer that who's playing on like mobile right now, if they ever handed down a gaming PC, they would obviously switch to this, right? It's just that what they have right now and that's what they're enjoying on, and that's all good. But at the end of the day, I don't think they should come up to you and be like, "Yo, I'm way better than you," PUBG or some shit like that. Because I play that shit on PC, bro. You think you can come like fight me? No.
I mean, no, I'd say okay, both are gamers, but then the level is just way different. Like
there's a huge significant difference.
But then the thing is, if you take this mobile and this, PC, the mobile is like this because of the, the payments and all, like the price pools and all. And
like how they treat then again, it works around the same way as well. But if I go down mobile and try to 1v1 that guy, obviously he would win. He has more experience there, right?
Yeah.
So props to them for like doing and coming all the way up here to the game.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to them, but I'm just saying like what's
I'm not being offensive towards any mobile games at all. I'm just being offensive to those one people or two people who try a game for like a week and then they put that tag as I'm a gamer.
For sure.
No. Don't bring us down.
It's like you're doing a degree and you're saying I'm already,
I'm masters.
An undergrad.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we've come to the end of the time because my producer is sending me messages saying wrap it up, okay? Because we've come to the time limit and they always do this to me. I know, right? They always do this to me. It's like no one appreciates me like my dad. But that being said, I am going to end this podcast and I'm so grateful that you guys joined today and I learned a lot about Rainbow Six and I understood that there's a huge learning curve. I thought there was not much of a learning curve. I am glad I figured that out from you guys. And also thanks for your toxic X stories.
Yes, but like the thing is about the game, right? There are 30 attackers and 30 defenders, so
You have to know
Okay, I
about
did
all
not.
of them before you prepare your defense.
Yeah.
I did not know that at all.
And you can only use 5 operators from those 30 attackers and 30 defenders. So good luck
Right.
with that.
Welcome to Dota.
Yeah, actually though. Actually, yeah.
But the
then
thing
Anyway,
about
we have
that
to
is,
shoot and all.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, never mind. We have to wrap it up. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I have to cut you guys short on today's episode.
All good.
But I'm so glad you guys joined. Thanks again for joining us. And do you
Yes.
guys have anything else you want to add into it? Like
Oh,
a
yeah.
little, like 10-second something, 15-second something.
I just want to thank the whole UG team because they actually are putting the effort in the competitive scene in Sri Lanka. So I actually respect that, massive respect, and thanks for the invitation, Nadun and the other staff members. And then I'd like to say, I don't know, hail L2K. So yeah, Jay, what about
Jay,
you?
anything?
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been fun.
I mean, it was good to see you again, Jay, because we've been in school together, and I was that annoying one, big ass annoying prefect that was in school. But yeah,
I'm kind of actually.
I was an asshole. Let's be honest. But yeah, and I need to ask Blank, how much did UG pay you to give that last 15-second speech? You said thanking everyone at UG. How much did they pay you?
You didn't pay me yet. I'm going to ask about it.
Good. You should do that.
No. But like, no. They actually know, like, more than the other organizations and all that, like, they are actually moving towards something. Like, they have a goal. So even this podcast, right? They are trying their, like, they are giving their all towards something. They just want to, like, they just want to, like, develop a whole scene for people. So that's really good because
it's
like
good. Yeah, it's building a community far greater than whatever is advertised by other organizations, especially that like
and
the
by the way,
one in our country.
Lads, nobody paid me, and I'm not getting paid, but I'm just saying it because it's how much I appreciate it. So yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's a disclaimer in there, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a disclaimer in there. And on that note, I'm going to cut this podcast for this episode, and I'm grateful that you guys stick. Hello, English.exe is also failing. Fun fact. So, yeah,
never sucked on anything. You
Not
said suck on.
Suck on. Fun fact, guys, I'm hungover from last night. So anyway, but I'm glad you guys stuck on. If you guys did stick on this long, right? And if you guys are here, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe because that'll really help us. And do go follow these guys on their social media. We will put their links in the description. Yeah, links in the description. That's the correct way of saying it. And I will see you guys on another one. I have been your host, Raoul Ratnam, and this is the Union.
Peace. Bola Julia, bola like කරන්න share කරන්න Okay, that's enough.